Alright, so I have the chemical composition of urine pulled up. Just going to be going over some compounds that's in urine and why urine is drinkable, why urine is powerful, and why urine is basically gold. Like, it's your own body's essence that you can use to facilitate healing within your body and just reach higher levels. It's like the ultimate cheat code. It's the potion. It's like in video games and anime. Urine is basically a potion, and the more you age it, the more powerful it become. And also, I'm gonna be talking about the kidneys and how it relates in TCM, which is traditional Chinese medicine, and just how powerful this golden fluid is. I got some tabs that I pulled up. I haven't even gotten a chance to look at the research on these tabs because I was trying to look for a particular website or particular article, but I couldn't find it. It was from back in like 2018 or 2019 when I found out that kidneys is your luck. It was a website, very knowledge and science based, with backed up with a lot of like knowledge. It was a very reliable source, but it said this in particular. It said that your kidneys is the cars of life. It's like, in comparison with like deck of cards, your kidneys would be your luck of the draw. You getting like the top card, like the best hand in poker. And your spleen is how you play those cards. So your kidneys deals with the luck, and your spleen deals with how you use that luck in your life. And that's might be my next video after I get done this whole pheromone series. Is I'll be just going deeper into the science of the organs and how they have higher functions within the body to just, you know, the basic knowledge that we know. And I really want to target the spleen because everyone speaks about the heart, the lungs, the stomach, you know, the small intestines, the kidneys, but no one really speaks about the spleen. And the spleen is a very important organ that goes unnoticed. But let me just get into this. So, got the chemical composition of urine, and mind you, this is like just a mainstream website, so it's not going to give you everything, but I have another website that will kind of go a little bit deeper. But the basic components is water, is mainly water, so that should tell you that's a good thing. So you're drinking mainly water. H2O 95%, got urea, chloride, sodium, potassium, creatine, same stuff that people take is in urine. And even though it's in small amounts, this stuff still does the job. And the more you age it, you gotta think these numbers kind of increase. You got the inorganic sulfur. Alright, so this is the main thing I want to highlight. So the chemical elements in human urine: oxygen, nitrogen, carbon, hydrogen. And the more you age it, these levels go up. The longer you age it, as time goes by, these numbers go up. So the longer you can store it, the better. Just like wine, cheese, the longer you age it, the more powerful it is, the value goes up, etc. And here is a plasma GANs. This is a zinc oxide mixed with the amino acid COHN. Same as this, COHN, carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, and nitrogen. And I kind of told you what that means in Hebrew. And these are the same gases that's in the skies that we are seeing now. right, so it is rich source of hormones, especially DHEA, melatonin, and other sex hormones, which like testosterone. They got taurine, arginine, a bunch of others. And that's another thing. I gotta do a video on the hormones and break down each hormones. It's going to be a long series. It is also rich in enzymes, vitamins such as C, B, calcium, magnesium, chloride, sulfate, phosphate. This is from actual people that's actually testing it and putting it out there, because as I was saying, the other website is mainstream, so it's not going to give you full details. It's just going to give you the basics. Let me see. Noted. Campbell in 2009 noted that stories have been told of individuals who had lived in trapped places without food and water for days had survived by drinking their own urine. It is helpful for acne, eczema. As you can see, my face is like pristine. And of course, you know, it's from the diet and drinking water, working out and everything. But for it to get that shiny, like golden effect, like child chi light, is from the aged urine that I've been applying and drinking it. Ringworms, mound burns, and abrasions. And I'm gonna go through some more websites as well, kind of talk about it. All right, so just like I was showing you yesterday, you got the positive and negative. The kidneys is one is positive, one is negative. So it's like the battery. As I was showing you, you know, your bladder is like the light bulb, and when it releases, it goes through the light passage or water passage, which is the urethra. But urine is known as the root of life. The kidneys store essence, both our power source and genetic inheritance. This is an extraordinary function that is nuanced and rich, and we could spend years studying only this aspect of the kidneys. It has so many functions that they can go on and on about how important the kidneys are. Essence or gene is our chi life force in concentrated form. This vital and precious substance is inherited from our parents. And as you can see, it said gene is our chi life force in concentrated form. This vital and precious substance. So when applied to the skin, imagine what it's doing. It's reversing the aging within the body. Gene defines our basic constitution and is connected to our growth and maturation. That's why when you do no fat, you grow. You become more mature, more disciplined. While the gradual depletion of gene is expected, outside forces such as illness, trauma, injury, fear, and frustration can lead to weakened essence. It is for that reason that they are placing so much focus on rest and replenishment this season. During early childhood, kidney essence is plentiful so that we can do the things like grow hair, teeth, and bones at a rapid pace. Conversely, those same events reverse as we age when essence is less plentiful. But when you doing the urine therapy, drinking urine and everything, you kind of slow down that declining in essence on a tremendous level, and I actually believe you reverse it. completely. When the kidneys are healthy, hair is strong and luscious. I was able to grow my hair back, if anybody know my journey. And I could say urine therapy did play a major role in that. And the herbs that I took for the kidneys. Kidney deficiency can lead to dry, brittle hair or hair loss. Due to the kidney's connection to the brain, when kidney essence is strong, so is memory, concentration, thinking, intelligence, skill, and sight. Remember in the article was saying the urine increased the female's neurons when they smelt it from an alpha male. And urine comes from the kidneys, makes you more intelligent. So, Za, the spirit of the water element, is housed in the kidneys. It is known as one's will, power, ambition, purpose, and destiny. Za is a force that allows a person to move along their destined path without much conscious thought or effort. And it's thought to be the innate power of life itself. Life that wants to live, strives to stay alive and survive. A potent energy for the harsh winter months. There are two aspects of the will, Za or Zay, whatever. Because this article is about kidney health in the winter, so it's correlating kidney health with the winter months. The Yang will, this is a person's fire, the force that moves one forward on their path. The Yang will show itself in decisive actions, commitments, and taking responsibility for one's life experience. The Yang will drives how you show up in the world and create your reality. The Yin will, this is one's destiny, the deep mystery unfolding in every person's unique life. The Yin will is inevitable, gently nudging us forward without effort so that we can recognize our fate in life and death. If our Yin will is strong, we hold the virtue of wisdom as we embrace the unknown with complete trust. When Yin will is weak, we feel the emotion of fear because we are unable to trust the unknown, resisting the unfolding of our destiny. Yeah, because the kidneys represent willpower, and the negative emotion with the kidneys, like if it's imbalanced and weak, it's fear. So people that are fearful have weak kidneys. Like if they're fearful, like almost all the time. Now, if you experience fear every here and there, that's okay, because transmute that fear, can also teach you things. And also when you fear, you put in stress on the kidneys. That's why when people wet the bed, it's normally when they're having a nightmare or something, or when something scares them, or it's like a threat, they pee themselves. Because fear governs the kidneys. Say the kidneys are the root of life, the foundation of yin and yang, and so much more. We encourage you to continue to find ways to rest, restore, and nourish this winter. All right, let's move on. All right, so kidneys, willpower. Kidney has the function of memory, mental drive, and determination. Look at the spleen. Intellect. Deals with intellect. So they're in correlation. Willpower and intellect. Spleen refers to the ability of thinking, studying, concentration, and learning. We ain't going, it ain't got nothing to do with us right now. All right, understanding the kidneys. The functions include storing gene responsible for growth, development, reproduction, maturation, and longevity, sexual energy, fluid, and overall fertility health, aging and longevity, managing stress responses, creative and skill, hair health, bladder functions, urination, regulate fluid and mineral balance, filter the blood and bodily fluids. The kidneys filter 200 quarts of bodily fluids per day. Blood cell and bone marrow development. The kidneys secrete the hormone erythropoietin, which stimulates the bone marrow to make red blood cells. Regulate blood pressure. Kidneys secrete the hormone renin, which regulates blood pressure. As you can see just from reading, that which hormones it secrete, it's safe to say that the kidneys secrete most of the hormones that's coming from the body. So when you're drinking that or putting it on your skin, those hormones go right back and be reabsorbed within the body. And also, pertaining to pheromones, people can pick up on that. And since you're applying it to the skin, it's closest to the surface, and it's closest to the biomagnetic field, because the skin is the closest to the biomagnetic field. And the field coming from the heart can travel 10 to 15 feet. So that scent can be picked up by other people's biomagnetic field, which is connected to the pheromones, which all that is happening subconsciously. So your field is becoming stronger. Skin connection. Considering the primary psychological functions of the kidneys, we can see more clearly how the kidneys affect skin health. Skin dryness and moisture. Kidneys are responsible for fluid balance. They secrete calcitrol, the active form of vitamin D. Y'all know how important vitamin D is, and you see how the list keep getting added as far as how many hormones and vitamins are being secreted, and is in the presence of urine, which helps maintain calcium levels in the body. Additionally, the adrenals are part of the kidney organ system that rests on top of the kidneys and are responsible for other mineral balance, fluid retention, and stress response. When the body is stressed, the adrenals use up potassium and sodium to manage the stress by secreting stress hormones. Skin detoxification, clear under eye skin, so it does that, just by maintaining a healthy function of the kidneys, but it's like a added benefit when you apply the urine that's secreted from the kidneys as well. Kidneys emotion is fearful, weak willpower, insecure, aloof, and isolated. That's when you have a weak kidney health, kidneys health. Kidney organs for sustaining life, responsibility for reproduction, growth and development, and maturation involved with the lungs and water metabolism and respiration, connected with bones, teeth, ears, and head hair. And it's crazy because the girl Monica that's been speaking on urine and age urine for pretty long time, and which kind of taught me a lot. She speaks on how when you gargle the age urine or urine in the mouth, you can regenerate teeth, and it actually cleans and removes plaque and everything off the teeth, in which I actually do myself, and it works. I haven't been to a dentist in like 6-7 years. I'm my own dentist, and the urine works wonders. No toothache, no nothing. If you ever get a toothache, put the age urine, swish it around your mouth, and get rid of it within a few minutes. Powerful. And I know from experience. Elements, water, your internal waters. That's what urine is, your internal waters. Kidneys, motion is fair. That's why you do no fat, especially, semen retention and everything for a long period of time. It's like you have no fear. Be much more calm, serene, and you tackle life with no type of restrictions. Virtue, strength, courage, wisdom, those are gained by mastering the power of your kidneys and using it to your benefit. I might end it here and have to do like a part 2 of just this section, but let me see if I can pull up another urine article. And mind you, I haven't been on none of these websites prior. I'm pulling them up now as we speak. Urine has always interested and attracted the attention of people. It was in fact never considered a waste product of the body, but rather as a distilled product secreted from the blood and containing useful substance for the care of the body. It was referred to as the gold of the blood and the elixir of long life, indicated its therapeutic potential. Wow. Dang, that sounds amazing. This paper reports on the practice of urine therapy since its origin attributed to the Indian culture, and briefly reviews it as its uses through the centuries in different cultures and traditions. I ain't gonna go too much through the century. Yeah, people got books. I done read a few books from Harry, Holistic Health. He has some good books on it. Who else? I forgot the author name, but yeah, there's books out there, there's articles, there's videos, so you can kind of do your own research. which I always recommend. I'm trying to see if they have a list of components and the different hormones and vitamins. Oh, let me read this little section. The idea that urine is a poisonous waste product is not based upon fact. It has been scientifically proven that besides water, urine consists mainly of minerals, hormones, and enzymes which are not harmful to the body. The body can reuse many of these substances. Urine is simply a healthy liquid which is filtered out of the bloodstream. What at one moment was part of the blood can be found in urine a split second later. Certain substances are then filtered by the kidneys and secreted as raw materials which can be directly absorbed by the body upon renewed intake by way of drinking or massaging. The kidneys filters hundreds of liters of blood per day, approximately 1,700 liters. The greatest part of the filtered urine, the so-called pre-urine, is directly reabsorbed into the blood as excess substances and the end products of nitrogen and protein metabolism together with water form the 1 to 2 liters of secreted urine. The kidneys are not intended to remove poisonous substances from the body. The liver, intestines, skin, and exhalation take care of this. Obviously, the food you consume finds its way into the blood and therefore into the urine, which is why it is important to follow a healthy diet. That's all for now. Psyche D out.